purpose of ammeter is to measure the line current. Now we will set the setting of the current to safe value, which is 200, 400. Now we can now that this is already set to 200, 400 amperes, we can now test the line current. We will test the line current of number 2 engine room fan, which is now running at supply mode. Now you see, this is the control panel of engine room fan. The purpose of using this, so that you, not just by knowing the line current, but where to apply this knowledge of clamp tester with regards to the setting of overload relay of engine room fan. Otherwise, if there will be no more nameplate where the full load current was stated in the motor, and aside from that, if the motor was located in a hazardous area, how could you know the nameplate current or the full load current? So the best way is by using the clampmeter. Now, by inserting this clamp to line 1 and to line 2 or line 3, you will know what is the line current. For example, like this, line 1. Now the reading is 20.5. You see, this is 20.5 for the line 1. Now I will press to release the current, 20.5, release the hold. Now it backs to 0. So I will test again. Now I will press the hold, then you will see the reading. Previously that is 20.5. Now the reading is 21.1. So you see, that's the difference of not knowing how to use the clampmeter. You do not know that load current is unbalanced. That is no good to the motor itself. Now I will release, then press the hold again. The line 3 current is 20.3. So you can see that the center wire, the line 2, has the line current. So to make our to get our reference in setting the overload relay, we will get the highest as our average. So for safe purposes, we will choose the highest reading, which is 21.1 or 21.1 or 21.1. Now the maximum allowable current for the overload relay setting is 140%. So 140% divided by 100 is equal to 1.4. So our previous reading, which is the highest, the line 2 is 21. So 21 times 1.4, 20. We will choose the highest current, line current. So to multiply the maximum allowable setting current of overload relay, 140%. So 21, disregard na natin yung point, times 1.4, or that comes from 140% divided by 100 is equal to 1.4. Now we get the maximum current of 29.4. You see, letting go 21 times 140% equals 2,940 divided by 100 equals the maximum current allowable setting of an overload relay for this engine room fan is 29.4. But since this motor is not already the original, it's already old one, the replacement of the burnout motor, you can see that the maximum here of the overload relay for the overload relay model TR-2L, the maximum is 26. And our reading is the highest is 21. Now we set this 26 far beyond the 29 maximum, so I think it is still safe. We set this like this 26 to the maximum because the motor engine room fan is always tripping. Then it was after it was tripping every time there is testing of the ballast pump. But when there is no running of ballast pump, starting of running of the ballast pump, this engine room fan doesn't trip off. Anyway, this engine room fan, you don't need to come here to reset because we have an electronics control type of this engine room fan. It start by itself and it reset also by itself. The only problem is that the duty engineer will already at night time is always coming down to engine room because there is a alarm. This switch comes from here. But nothing to worry because every time he was tripping off, it was also running by itself because the control of this engine room fan is electronic type. Here is in the front. See, this is digital type control, 18 volts control circuit. So back to our knowledge of why using this clampmeter. Now we get the how to set the overload relay is by knowing the line current, which is the maximum is 21 times 140% as the allowable overload setting of the overload relay. That we get the maximum is 29 amperes. Our setting here is 26, so it is still safe. Yesterday it was tripping again, but nothing happens. It trip off by itself, then it trans by itself. So that's it. Our topic, how this using of the clampmeter is being useful in the setting of the overload relay, maximum current, which is safety. The maximum is 29, but we set here only 26 to make it not in maybe average only to the safest value of setting the overload relay. This clampmeter, not exactly that it is only. This is a versatile tools, flexible tools, versatile tools. It can be used for measuring the line current, and also you can use in the diode test, and you can also use in the resistance test or the continuity test, and also you can also use in determining the voltage value of circuit breaker of the line voltage. Say for example like this. You want to test the voltage. This is the engine room fan control panel. This we have two pieces probe. One is the red and one is the black. This always take note that this plug shall be plugged into common. Common because there are 3 parameters that you are going to test, or 4. One is the continuity test or the resistance test, and the diode test, and this one, the smaller one, is the continuity test, the smallest resistance, and the other one is the voltage test. This red one is always here. Even if you test for the diode, you will just always put this red over here. This block is always in the common side. Now we will test the voltage. When we test the voltage, do not set this pointer selector to the current. Choose the voltage because we are going to choose the voltage, and there are 2 voltages. One is the alternating current and one is the direct current. So now this panel board is using the alternating current, so we will use also the alternating current voltage, alternating voltage. So here, this is the line side of the circuit breaker. This is the load side going to the magnetic contactor or the load side. So if you want to test the voltage, you just if this is line 1, line 2, line 3, you just, since we already point this selector to the voltage, alternating current, just remember that like the wave, this is the symbol of alternating current. This direct current is used for testing of the voltage of the battery. Now we will test the voltage. So you see, this line 1, line 2 voltage is 443. Now we will test line 1 and line 3. The other side. The black one is on the right side and red is on the left side. Now our reading is 444. So there is a difference of 1 volt, but that is negligible. Now we want to test the voltage, line voltage between line 2 and line 3. Our reading is 444. So this voltage supply of the engine room fan is very good, 440 volts, in the range of 440 volts.